Today on the show, I need some help. I want you to help me make some choices. Question number one, what looks better on me? This blue or usually when I wear white or grey? Where should I go for my next holiday is my next question. France or Japan? What should be my next cheat meal? Gulab jamun or tiramisu? And now, one final question. Help me choose D or L. I want you to think very carefully before answering this last question, because one trigger-happy, thoughtless, harmless choice from your side could result in the loss of an entire life. How? We'll show you in our top story today, where we explore one of the terrors of technology and its rampant, unguided use. And this is based on a true story. Let me just set this up. We really do rely on social media now, not just as a communication system, not just as a reach out. It's become almost like our report card to our life. It's almost become like the way our pulse in our life is. And there are people who are posting stories and getting depressed with the effect, with the actual feedback you give. There are people that are actually asking the question, how do they look? But there is a darker side to it. People are actually saying, should I live or should I die? So that then is going to be our top story. We'll go into more detail right now. Let's take a look at what else is on the show.
Do you often turn to Instagram polls to make decisions? We show you how one such poll led to a big tragedy. And let there be light, but at a hefty price tag. The new Dyson Light cycle is on the show today. And we get into some retro romance with the Saregama Carvaan Go. Is it worth the price tag?
So let's start off the show. Of course, we've got a top story, a very, very serious one that is more newsworthy and making headlines than anything else. But at the moment, a lot more is happening. We've got to cover the Gadget and Gizmo world, as always, on fire, especially at Computex.
All eyes are on Taiwan, where Computex 2019 is underway and big announcements are being made in the world of PCs and laptops. Asus took center stage at Computex with its star product, the ZenBook Pro Duo, which comes with a 15-inch 4K main display and a 14-inch screen above its keyboard. Pretty revolutionary. There's also a less expensive version, the ZenBook Duo, that goes up to a Core i7 and an NVIDIA MX250 card. Pricing has not been announced yet. Dell announced updates to its premium productivity laptop, the XPS, and its premium gaming laptop, the Alienware M. The XPS 15 gets OLED displays for the first time, as well as Intel's Ice Lake CPU, NVIDIA's GTX 1650 and 64 GB of RAM. The Alienware M15 and M17 laptops got significant facelifts too. And gamers can rejoice because MSI announced the GT76 Titan, which comes with an exotic car-inspired design and is built with high-quality aluminum chassis and carbon fiber-themed ventilation grille. And MSI also announced the GE65 Raider gaming laptop, which comes with the latest RTX graphics and 9th Gen Intel Core i9 processor, and claims that it can handle heavy, demanding games. We'll of course get you a full review when these products come to our studios.
Let's start with our top story. I told you this is a very serious story, and one that has implications and impact on all our lives, because this is now our digital life. We have one identity, which is the one we know, and we have another identity, which is the one that we portray online. And people, lots of people, including all of us, are taking important life decisions on what? On polls that we send out to friends and to strangers. Which restaurant to eat at? Which color of shirt should I wear today? I'm feeling this way, what should I be wearing? Which phone to buy? Whom to marry? Is this the girl for me? Is this the boy for me? Believe me, people are reaching out for answers for literally everything. And guess what? What's that one biggest choice in social media? It's Instagram. Instagram polls are now running our lives. Ask a question to get your followers to actually vote. That is the premise and charm of Instagram's polling feature. Imagine you had to choose where to eat, what to wear, or where to go on a holiday. As long as you have two options, you can create a poll by creating an Instagram story and tapping on this sticker icon on the top. And then key in your polling question and wait for your followers to vote. They will actually dictate your life. This was launched by Instagram as a way to get direct feedback from audience, especially if you're a brand or an influencer. I don't think even they thought it will be used in life decisions like this. You can then monitor your poll results and swipe up to see the analytics. And then this most mysterious, damaging, and terrifying incident, one poll resulted in an actual suicide. Yes, a teenager in Malaysia reportedly killed herself after posting a poll on her Instagram account asking followers if she should live or die, D or L. And the majority of responders voted that she should. You'll be shocked. Yeah, she should die. Following her death, a lawyer even suggested that those who voted for her to die should actually be guilty of abetting her suicide. And I actually agree. This incident has once again raised questions about the influence and power of social media on the mental health of netizens. It really, really affects a lot of people. Their whole life is online. So, a tragic death caused by something as simple as a poll. The most precious of lives lost because people unknowingly tapped on a choice that wasn't anyone else's to make. That makes me think, where are we as a society of netizens headed at a time when mental health awareness has become such a big issue, which resonates with all of us? What kind of terrors are we breeding on social media platforms? Should Instagram be held accountable? It was only in February that Instagram announced that it will launch sensitivity screens to block images of self-harm. The move followed the death of British teenager Molly Russell, whose parents believe she saw images of suicide and self-harm on the app before she took her own life in 2017, aged just 14. Instagram also recognizes its role in influence and advises users to tap the three-dot icon and then select report, followed by its inappropriate or self-injury whenever you see a post that has signs of self-harm. How effective these measures are is, of course, open to debate. Personally speaking, I think these are just very small band-aids on a very, very big issue. So what do we take away from this tragic incident and many others like that? Is technology to blame? Is it all Instagram's fault? Or shall we blame all those who thoughtlessly clicked on D? I think we need to look deep within all of us, and it's important you do it right now, because this is not a joke anymore. There are people that are affected by every post, every response you give, every like, every dislike, every comment. This is life for most people. Think about it deeply while we move on with our show. Okay, from that story, I think we all need to move to something that brightens up our life, and I have the perfect candidate. This is a light from Dyson. I know, I don't think I ever thought I'll be saying that in the same sentence, but this is incredible. This is actually quite a device. So it literally can move in any which way you like, up and down, forward and back, and of course it rotates in every which way. But this does a whole lot more. So this light actually has attributes that I think I've never seen in a light before. So it can do age-related lighting, it can do circumstances and scene-related lighting. It can actually, you feed in your age into the app, it will give you the perfect kind of lighting that is required by you in the kind of circumstances and surroundings that you're in. Your office, your home, time of day, at what time you need it. It also simulates natural light. So you could be woken up by this and it could actually simulate, let's say, a sunrise and stuff like that. So lots and lots of stuff. Why am I wasting time? I think Priyanka has the story, and she seems to be starting off very melodramatically.
Rajiv, I have a very serious complaint. Have you realized how hard you've been making me work lately? I mean, I spend the better part of my life behind this computer in this office. Okay, just kidding. I just wanted to say that for a dramatic opening. But I do have a question for all of you watching this segment. Have you guys given any thought to the quality of indoor lighting that you are exposed to daily? If you, like me, spend the better part of your day behind a computer in an office space, then you need to pay attention to the lighting and the kind of eye strain you expose yourself to. Because scientific research shows that good lighting or bad lighting affects everything, from your sleep cycle to your mental health to your physical health. Which is why this strange contraption in front of me, it's from Dyson, but it's revolutionary in many ways. I'll tell you a few features. This light cycle from Dyson, can intelligently track location and also replicate natural light. So this light that it's providing right now seemingly is the best light for me in this office, for me to work in. Another cool feature, this light can last you up to 60 years. It has a lifespan of almost 60 years. Now that is pretty cool and pretty crazy, but at least that's what Dyson is claiming, and we'll test it out. So let's dive headfirst into the features of this light cycle and also show you the algorithm behind it.
Let there be light, but at a hefty price. There's a reason we love to call Dyson the Apple of home appliances. That is because not only are the products innovative and path-breaking, but also premium when it comes to the price tag. And this sleek yet strange contraption in front of me is no different. This is the Dyson Light Cycle, a task light for your home or office use priced high at ₹39,900. And this one promises to help you battle most of the issues caused by bad lighting in home and office spaces, be it eye strain, problems with your circadian rhythm, and general disruption to your overall health. How? By simply adjusting its color temperature throughout the day to match the sun's natural light, which is ideal for you. Let's start with the design. Like most Dyson products, it looks nothing like its counterparts. This doesn't look like a smart light, but a really innovative engineering project. But if you like modern, minimalist interiors, this will blend right into your aesthetic. We have the model designed for the desk, and it needs to be connected to a power source at all times. Its mechanics allow you to effortlessly move it up or down and customize your lighting needs. We love that the lighting arm slides back and forward so you can place the light where you want it. The stand offers 360 degrees of swivel too, so go ahead and spin the light. Do make sure it doesn't interfere with any other object on your workspace because of its free movement. Look on the top and you'll see touch controls to toggle the brightness or color temperature. And now let me tell you about the tech behind the 60-year lifespan claim. See this copper pipe running through the light arm? This heat pipe has a single drop of water in it which evaporates as the LEDs warm up and runs to the other side of the pipe, removing heat. The water then condenses and cools, running back to the LEDs. This endless cycle helps cool the LEDs, giving a lifespan of 60 years. Now that is innovative. Another design feature we applaud. It comes with a USB Type-C port, so you have a charging dock at hand, always. And now let's dive headfirst into how you can control the light cycle with your Dyson Link app using Bluetooth. Pairing the app with the light was easy and you just need to follow the instructions. However, we have to say that we would have liked some Wi-Fi control at this price point. Once paired, click on the two bars at the bottom and manually adjust the color temperature between 2700 Kelvin and 6500 Kelvin. And the brightness up to a super bright 1000 lux. You can also adjust these settings via the intuitive and responsive touch controls on top. Tap on the center icon on the app for synchronization, which replicates the color temperature of the light cycle to the natural light in your area. It adjusts automatically through the day and fine-tunes by the date to provide the right type of light at the right time of the year. This is pretty revolutionary. And if you're wondering about battery efficiency, there is a motion sensor control next to the bulb which turns the light cycle off automatically when you're away from the light for more than 2 minutes. I loved playing with the different modes on the app. Try out the study mode for a neutral white light for work, the relax mode for a more warmer light, and the precision mode for work that requires focus and detail. There's a boost mode too, which increases the brightness for 20 minutes to help you concentrate on a specific task. Go into the settings and put in your year of birth. This will help the Dyson algorithm to give light appropriate to your age. Well, the fact is, the older you are, the more light you need. All in all, this task light has shed light on the need for good lighting and the lack thereof. So what do I think?
So I want to show you something. The light being emitted right now by the light cycle is the kind of lighting that I find appealing. But according to the Dyson algorithm, this is the lighting that's actually good for me in this atmosphere. See the stark difference? This is why I think this product is revolutionary. At almost 40,000 rupees, it is a premium product, but it all depends on how much money you're willing to spend on your mental health, on your physical health, on your sleep cycle. I think if you're looking for good lighting anywhere, in any part of the world, this is a good investment.
Now here is a device I've been waiting for quite a while. So you'll remember that Saregama did that fantastic Caravan, that little very, very old school looking radio, very interesting device that had a lot of songs, and especially for people at a certain age. You know, it came from an era of the Lata Mangeshkars and Mukesh and others, and it became a huge hit. But what if you wanted that and more, but you wanted it to go with you? Well, then you'd get this, the Caravan, the Saregama Caravan Go. Now this is a portable device, of course, works with headphones, and it's priced at about 3,900 something. To a lot of people, that may be a lot of money for a small little thing that you carry with you and you use headphones for. But do remember, in India, I think our greatest problem is that we don't really value or put a price to content. This has got a serious thousands and thousands of songs that have been curated just for you. There is a price to be paid for that kind of content also. So let's take a look and see, eventually, is this of any value?
It's time Time to pull out a whole lot of nostalgia right out of our pockets. Meet the Saregama Carvaan Go, a small pocket-sized version of the already pretty portable and extremely popular Saregama Carvaan. This one is in a cuter, smaller form factor and looks straight out of the 90s like an MP3 player. But the looks are not the only thing from the past. What's on the inside are tunes that are quite a blast from the past as well. The Saregama Carvaan Go packs in 3,000 retro songs including Kishore Kumar, Lata Mangeshkar and R.D. Burman tracks. It is categorized into specials, artists and pre-curated playlists. The Carvaan Go also comes with FM radio. Shuffling between songs is easy with all the buttons they have given. There are far too many clickety buttons on this, but we guess it makes for a hassle-free using experience. You can turn the dial to shuffle between songs and even mark a song as favorite by pressing on the heart button. It doesn't get simpler than this. There is an LCD display which displays the name of the song and the battery details. The battery on this gives a playback time of 7 hours when used continuously. And this brings us to the most important question. What is the audio quality like on the Saregama Carvaan Go? Well, without headphones, we will be honest, the audio quality from this is nothing to write home about. It has a small speaker and can be used for a before bedtime listening and will do alright in quiet spaces. But the primary use of this portable speaker is actually with headphones. Plug one in and it gives very good sound output and of course, depending on your headphones as well. We love how light this feels and the fact that it fits comfortably in the hand. The Carvaan Go can be connected to an app as well, which can be used to change songs within the 3,000 preloaded songs that come. And if this sounds less to you or you want some of your own tracks, then there is a micro SD card slot on the side. Well, we have said that it's pretty light in weight, but we wish the same could be said about its price. The Carvaan Go will cost you 3,990 rupees, which is a bit steep for its make and capabilities. But if you're a believer that old is gold, then this is the perfect companion for your morning walks or can make for a very handy gift as well.
We'll take a quick break right now. On the show, when we come back, lots more happening, including what could you get for under 2,000 rupees that you've never thought before in the world of tech. So what do you get if you have about 2,000 rupees? When in the world of tech, I could list 2,000 things you could buy, and I think we should do that story one. Best things to buy under 500,000, 1,500 and 2,000, we'll do that story. But one of the things I did not think you could buy would be a smartwatch with all the stuff that a smartwatch can do. But finally, from Lenovo comes the smartwatch Ego, and it is actually looks almost like the G-Shock, a very iconic retro watch that is making a huge comeback right now. A lot of people love the look of that. This can do a lot of things, but think of this as a smartwatch in the shape of a G-Shock, but is more like a fitness band, because it doesn't have all the iconic things a smartwatch would have, but it does have something that really most fitness bands don't, and that is you can take it for a swim.
A smartwatch called Ego. At times we do wonder what goes into the naming of these products, but let us not digress. This is the Lenovo Ego smartwatch, a new budget entrant into the wearable segment. Priced at Rs 1,999, this smartwatch promises quite a lot, and we are going to show you if it is in fact a bang for your buck. Low-cost wearables is a segment that has been dominated by brands like Xiaomi and Honor. So when Chinese tech giant Lenovo sent us this rugged watch for review, we were intrigued. Let's start with looks. The Lenovo Ego looks rugged and sporty and comes with a black watch face and a plastic rubber frame, and that alone makes the watch pretty light. At only 45 grams, this is easy to strap on, and despite the rugged looks, sits pretty easily on our wrist. And we have to say the design is very reminiscent of the Casio G-Shock, another fitness smartwatch. We do, however, wish that this band was replaceable. And now let's talk about features. The watch comes with all the fancy frills. There is a heart rate monitor, there are claims of scientific sleep tracking, smart notifications, swim tracking and more. But before you start to test out the watch, do install the Lenovo Life app on your phone so you can enjoy all these features. Once paired, the Lenovo Ego can track your heart rate in real time. We compared the heart rate results on the watch to that of a pulse oximeter and found both the statistics to be close. So we would say that the heart rate recorded during various physical activities was decently accurate. But as always, take it with a pinch of salt. And if you're someone struggling with sleep disorders or want to assess your sleep cycle, you can use this budget watch to track your sleep schedules. We wouldn't call the notifications very smart, and all you get is a vibration when you get a call or email. Getting the alarm to sync and ring also gave us some grief, so there is an issue there. One of the really useful features at this price point is swim tracking. The watch claims to have a water resistance of up to 50 meters, and while we are yet to take it for a swim, this claim is worthy of an applause at this price point. You can also use the watch to track your step count, and the results are pretty accurate. We tested it outdoors, and while the watch boasts of an anti-reflected display, we did feel that the sun's glare compromised our view. Another peeve of ours, using the mode button repeatedly to access step count and sleep is slightly cumbersome. And now let's talk about the juice. With budget brands claiming whopping batteries of 13 days to 45 days, we are intrigued to find out how the Lenovo Ego fares. On a single charge, this lasted us around 12 days through day and night use, and Lenovo claims up to 20 days. But it depends on your usage. The battery alone could be a reason to consider this watch. The Lenovo Ego is a promising wearable with some great features at an aggressive price point, pitting it against the likes of the Mi Band 3 and the Honor Band 4. But if you're looking for a sturdy band with swim tracking with a decent battery life, this is a good bet.
That then is the show for this week, but we've got lots of interesting things planned for next week. So whatever else you do, change those plans. You're coming back with me on our trip on Gadgetland when I come back next week. See you then.